It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged a Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
Oh. I don't think I did this alone, for sure. I mean, you guys are the helpers here, but I'm not going to be prideful and be like, of course I'll defeat him. Let's go with that.
I couldn't have come this far without the Inquisition at my back.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
It's not over, that's for sure.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
You see how they give us like a pretty pretty clear like send-off almost, where they're like, yeah, you're totally almost done with the game. They're like, when you fight Corypheus, which by the way is here soon. And you're like, oh gosh, it's close to the end of the game, isn't it? Well, at least that's what they want you to believe. Unfortunately, we know, or actually fortunately, it kind of depends on how you look at it. We know different. We know quite different. Because we still have 2 DLCs plus 1 more after that. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long road, for sure. Let's equip him. We are actually gonna use him. Is that one-handed? No, it's a great axe, so we're gonna get rid of that. Just going through my inventory real quick, because we're right here. I may as well. I should upgrade Bianca. Dang, he's got a lot of damage on his freaking... It's kind of annoying, actually, when you think about it, because it's a bit much. Staff of Corruption was pretty good, but I don't know if Dorian needs it or not. Blackwell doesn't have any weapons here. Okay, Dorian is using... okay, so no, he's actually got a pretty good one. So we'll go back to Vivienne. Give her that. We will just sell that, because we're not going to use that anymore. Sarah is getting a nice bow. Oh gosh, it's so good. How does it look like? Oh, it's pretty cool looking. What's that one look like? That one's pretty rad. Okay, move to valuables. Is there anybody else that I'm missing? Probably not. Okay, so let's check out armor. We can get rid of that. Let's turn her around with her silly hat. And we can get rid of that. Cool. Accessories. Just gonna just get rid of all those. Right, now I can freely go sell these real quick. And then we'll talk to Varric, Vivienne, Solus, Dorian, maybe Liliana, Sarah, Bull, like all of them over there in that area. Let's just sell all, down to 17. Perfect. And you see that it says, like, the final piece. Speak with Morrigan in Skyhold's garden. I'm considering whether or not I want to do that part just yet. I mean, we just came off of some pretty big story points, right? Come on, talk to Varric. No.
So,
There it goes.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an ancient rune where you consumed a pool of elfiness, and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy?
Several
I don't
times.
want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
Yeah, you know what? Tell me a little bit more.
Can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
He doesn't really have anything, does he? How did you find him? Where is it now? Okay, so I just didn't know if he had anything else.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
After being at the ruins.
No problem.
So whatever. Okay, so what we have? Vivienne. she's probably the closest one. We can go talk to her first, and then we can swing back around and go talk to Dorian Solus. And, maybe Leliana? I don't know. Is she going to have something to say? Probably. I mean, Josephine did, so why wouldn't she, right? All right, Vivienne.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear?
Yep.
How do you feel? It's not every day one absorbs ancient elven magic.
You know, all things considered, I feel pretty good. But I am getting used to it.
It was strange at first, but I think I'm all right now.
Good. We can't have you falling to pieces on the eve of such an important battle. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. The world hinges upon your actions, my dear. It remains to be seen how this will end.
That's a pretty... Oh, we're only missing 2 pieces of that one. I do really want to finish these. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, you know me. I wanna complete everything in this game. I'm pretty... Where the heck is Solus? Oh, there he is. Oh, there's a new painting there. Wait, where did we leave off? Okay, so that was the Chantry stuff. Those are the Sentinels, and that's the Well of Sorrows? I think that's what that is. Okay.
How does it feel to have the power of an ancient elven goddess flowing through you? Is it everything you hoped?
Oh, he's angry at me, isn't he? It was the witch or me, or I had to do it. He may not like that one, but...
I didn't ask for this, Solus.
You drank. That is all that matters. I look forward to seeing how this works out for you. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Make the world better. I'll restore what was. Rely on those I trust. Probably. I mean, that's what I've done thus far, right?
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
There's a first time for everything.
Perhaps, but it will not be this time. I believe even you know that.
Why is this so important to you?
I do not agree with everything you have done, Inquisitor. Your actions have been short-sighted. You have made mistakes, but they are your mistakes. You cannot correct them unless you claim them. Honor your mistakes. In the end, they may be all you have. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Sounds like you're leaving. Thank you for everything.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now.
Interesting. I kind of want to, like, take his advice on some degree there, but...
Greetings.
Okay, he's got nothing else, I don't think. Nope, okay. Up we go. I don't know why
Talk later. Goodbye.
why the key press didn't work there, but whatever. It's Dorian time. Yeah, I kind of want to take his advice, you know, one of those... Yeah, I don't know. Freaking Solus.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Glad that I can inspire. You do great things. Came here to help.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Okay, then. Thank you, Dorian, for that little chat. We should probably turn in any research we have, because I'm sure we have quite a bit. Dragon glands. Was that it? Was that literally? Oh, no, there it goes. Wow. Birds. The birds are watching. Damage bonus against Red Templars. Yay, we're going to need that one of the zones. Anything else? No.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
Gosh, she is crazy, but I don't know if I should support her as the divine or not. What would you do as divine?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Okay, so here's the deal. Novus is going to make his decision. This is, you know how it is. Like, I make the decisions based on the characters for these bigger decisions, and Novus would support Leliana, simply because he is selfish, right? He may be the Inquisitor, and he may be doing all these great things, but he's still a fallible person. It's completely selfish because he doesn't want Cassandra to be the divine, because then he has to deal with her being the divine and also, being with her. So I think he would rather just offer up Leliana as tribute, basically.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
Getting blown up didn't help, that is for sure.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
What have I done? Here's the thing, I do like her ideas, reforming it and bringing, what's up, Solus? And bringing dwarves, elves, Canary, all into that. I think that's really cool. Should I talk to him?
Inquisitor.
Nope, okay. It's cool that would be her ideal there, and I like that a lot. However, she's got that little bit of craziness about her where you're like, I'm not too certain that you're gonna do this without killing people.
True enough.
Alright, Bull probably first. Hey, talk.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first?
What?
That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Yes, I'm bringing you with me to Joseph Hakan. I don't remember there ever being dragon talk, so I'm a little confused about that.
Could be better.
I'm legitimately confused.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there.
right there. Now, about Mythal.
I told you that she hates that mission. What should my reaction be? I just wanted to talk. Put that away.
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right, so maybe it's still you. Someone needed to do something. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, Dunkerbutt, let's have a go? I mean, that whole place, clearly demon bait. Top to bottom. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
I was aiming an arrow at my face a test.
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
Oh, I don't want to piss her off with that.
So your main takeaway is that elves worship demons?
Well, they never call them that, yeah? But that's what it had to be. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Yeah, this is a tough conversation to have with her because she obviously is Andrastian, and yet we've seen clear evidence for the elven, gods being existent in some form or another, especially by going into the temple there. So obviously something's going on with the elven gods, but it doesn't necessarily destroy the thoughts of the Andrastians, because they could coexist. Obviously, they kind of do at the moment, right? Like, there's clear evidence for that. So what's actually going on? We need to figure that out. I don't know if we'll figure that out now, but we do need to figure that out. So how do you, like, obviously you could agree with her, you could disagree with her, you can yell at her, or you can challenge her. I like challenging her.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. I get it. You're an elf. Be all elfy. But this? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
I said I'm not the herald. This doesn't stop. Oh, dang. I'm not going to say that.
People need to understand what this could mean.
No, they don't. 1,000 miles away, all they'll hear is you won. They won't care what you mutter to yourself. And neither do I. So there you go.
It's important to note that if you romance her, that conversation can either go very well for you or very poor for you. And it happens very quickly, so you got to be very careful with it. But that conversation is a lot more interesting along those lines. Do you have anything else?
Your wish is something.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
So I'm going to go talk to Cole. Cole might freak out. If you, like I said, if you bring her on that mission, and if you were romancing her, you drink from the well, she freaks out. She believes that you were just gonna, like, die.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
You and me both.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not... Could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Whoa. Suddenly it's super bright and nothing's loaded in texture-wise. There it goes. That was so weird. That was awesome, though. We call that looking behind the scenes, what's actually going on before the shaders load in.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
I don't have another option there. I wonder what must be a romance option. That was supposed to be the number one.
Unless he gets bored and surrenders. Any chance of that?
I doubt it.
That's, yeah. Ooh, actually, I do want to examine that. Can I? Bride of the Maker. Cool. Where the heck is this? Oh, I'm in the, okay. I do actually want to talk to Morrigan. And we're probably going to have to do that. Oh, it's an elf. Let me just move that. That. This. That. I may as well while I'm here, right? Okay. Now, we have 2 more people to talk to? 1? Who else is left? Oh, we have Blackwall down at the stable area.
Worship.
And then we could talk to Cassandra. I'm kind of leaving Cassandra for last. Because she might be a little angry at me, you know what? Like, she might just be sitting there like, ah, this guy. He just
lies, you know.
puts his life on the line when I don't want him to.
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real Warden.
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
Yes, funny. Okay, well, you had nothing
right
else.
now. Perhaps in a bit.
Thanks, guy. Thanks for nothing. Right, so now we can go up and talk to Cassandra, and I think we're in the clear from there to probably talk to Morrigan, which I have a feeling is gonna be a bit of a conversation, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like one of those very long ones. Where
doesn't cover such things.
the problem is I haven't been at this part in the game in a while, so I'm not quite sure how the conversation with her goes.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
We'll fight together.
We'll face Corypheus together.
There is not another man I would be more proud to fight beside. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, the man I love. Victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
I don't care what's next, as long as we're together.
And if I am named Divine?
Refuse it. It changes nothing. I mean, it really does change nothing, right?
We can still be together.
Can we? I'm not so certain. You haven't lost me yet.
There they go. Guys, I have a room. Just go get a room. Like, not on the precipice of my castle. What are people gonna think of me? Right. What? Oh, gosh, I could have just, like, talked to her first and then come and talk to Blackwall. Dang it. Okay, well, you know what we could do? We can actually just... Boom.